All right, welcome to the Roving Foleys monthly budget spreadsheet. This is Frank, and I am so happy and I want to thank you for your purchase. Happy to be going over this with you. I'm just going to run you through the different tabs and give you some insight as to how this spreadsheet works. We are quite certain it will be very useful for you as it has been for us. So the first tab here, there are tabs across the bottom which take you to the different pages of the spreadsheet. The first one is just some simple instructions, and this explains the different sheets that are there and how they work. Main thing to see here is do not change anything in the grade squares. You will come across quite a few grade squares on these sheets. Do not change anything inside those. They are already informed with formulas and math, and if you change them, it will mess up something downstream. So please do not do that. Only enter data into the white squares where it asks for it. The other thing here is there's some instructions for changing your currency. If you're not on the US dollar, you can quickly change your currency and everything should look all right. So let's go ahead and get started. First tab here is the input data. This is a very important tab for you because the information that you put into this tab is going to inform the rest of the spreadsheet. So the first section you have are savings goals. If you're saving towards college tuition, if you've got a vacation fund, any kind of savings goals that you're working on, and you want to put those in here along with the amount, your budgeted amount that you're going to put into those funds each month. All right, the next is your bills. These are regular bills that you get each month that have the same amount. The internet, your hotspot, your storage, phone, streaming services, insurance, anything that you pay a monthly bill on, that's the same amount every month. You pay it on the same day every month. That you will put in here, along with the day of the month that it's due. Next you have your monthly expenses. This is a budgeting category section. So take anything that you're spending money on each month that you want to set a budget category onto and put that here. The last is debt. Anything that you're making installment payments on, your vehicle loans, if you have a business loan, if you owe a friend money, if you're pulling a toad, your RV loan, your medical debt, anything that you're making regular monthly installments on, those things should be put in here along with the day that they are due. Okay. The next one that you will fill out most of this form is your transactions. This is where you log all of the money that you spend every day. So on the first here, we paid off our internet bill and it was $80. And we just show that there's an internet bundle here. And as we go through, these will be on a pull-down menu. This pull-down menu will be built when you fill out the input data. All of these things that you're filling in here are going to become part of your pull-down menu here. So if you see anything that's in red here that says invalid, it means that you have something in your transactions that category has disappeared from the input data. So it's telling you it doesn't exist. So it just tells you need to go back and re-add it or change the name of whatever it is that you're spending money on. Okay. Next is your monthly budget. Again, this is going to take all of the data that you have put into the input data tab and the transactions, and it is going to build your budget. Okay, this has areas where it will show you your actual income. Your income is the only thing that you log onto this particular sheet. If you have a job salary, if you have side hustles, wherever your money's coming from, you can log those things here. Your budgeted amount, what you expect to bring in each month, and then the actual amount that you bring in each month. Okay, if those are different for some reason. And then log your paydays here so that you can keep track of those. Everything else on this is going to be informed by those other tabs. So your savings goals are going to come in here. It's going to show you how much you planned to save, your budgeted amount, and then how much you've actually put in each month and the difference. Your debt, this is going to show all of your loans. Again, the amount that you have paid on them, the month that you planned to pay on them each month, your monthly bill, and how much you actually paid towards them. So it shows you what you still have to pay. Your bill categories are going to show up here again as a budget amount. So how much you budgeted for each month and whether or not you've paid that. And then your expenses, these are showing the categories that you've built, again, as budget categories. How much did you plan to spend on groceries, and are you over budget or under budget? There are also graphical representations of those across the top. Your planned versus actual in each of the categories here. Your balance trend simply shows your bank account going up and down. Your actual amounts versus income. So this is just a quick representation of what you put in over on the left-hand side here, how much you planned to bring in and how much is your actual income. And that shows those as percentages of the whole, your debt, your bills, and your expenses. Your budget categories then here are going to show how much you're spending on each of the different categories, again, as a percentage of the whole. These are going to track those daily spendings as budget categories. This is just a total spending overview of each of these savings, debt, bills, and expenses as totals for the month. And then this budget category, again, is going to show each of those different spending areas, how much you plan to spend and how much you've actually spent. All right, the next tab is My Calendar. This is going to show a monthly calendar along with all of those items that you have to pay on a particular date. So your debt payments and your bills here. As you log bills into the input data, those are going to show up on your calendar on the date that they're due, so that you can take a quick look and see what's coming up this week, what bills you have to send out. As you send those bills out, just click them off and they will put a check mark and a line across showing that you have already made that payment. All right. The next tab is your savings funds. This is kind of a standalone. It does take all of the information from your input data, all of your savings goals and the monthly budget amounts. And then you will put into this sheet what the savings goal is for each one of those savings funds. And whenever you start the sheet, whatever you have already saved, you can put into the start here. That's how much you have at the start. And so this will then, as you log each one of your savings goal contributions, each time you make one of those payments into the bank, even if it's not the stated amount, if it's $10, you'll log that here and it will show it going towards your savings. It will show how much you have saved, how much you have left to get to your goal, your progress as a percentage, and the estimated months it's going to take you to reach your goal, and also the estimated date that you are going to reach your goal if you continue to make those payments. As you make payments, these dates will change. If you pay extra, the dates will shorten, and if you don't pay as much, then the dates will get longer. So those will show you very quickly how you're doing there. The last one is a very powerful one. This is a All right, the last tab that we have here is a really powerful one. This is the Debt Reduction Planner. This is based on the snowball strategy, which is where you take your smallest loan, you pay it off as quickly as you can, and then you roll those payments over into each subsequently larger loan. So your payments get bigger and bigger every month, and your loans get paid off in a surprisingly short period of time. So the way this works is you put in your starting date. If you have a lump sum payment, you can put that in at the beginning here. If you have a little extra cash that you want to throw at this, and then you want to put aside an extra monthly amount, whatever you can afford, $50, $100 extra to go towards your loan payments. That will help you pay this off really, really quickly. This spreadsheet will then ask you to put in the balances for each of your loans and the interest rate for each of the loans so that it can amortize your loans out properly for you. And then you go down to the bottom here, and as you put this information in, you will see those loans pop up across the bottom here. Smallest loan first, $8,000 for the personal loan debt, and as the loans get larger, they will fill in across the bottom of the spreadsheet. And then it will show you making your payments with your extra monthly payment. each month until each loan is paid off, at which time the entire amount that you're paying for that loan will roll over into the next loan, making that payment go up quite a bit. You're going from $359 here up to $938. Once that loan is paid off, that entire amount goes up into the next loan, which becomes $1324. And those loans will get paid off very, very quickly with very, very large amounts as you roll through time. So that is called the snowball system, and it is very effective, and we hope that it will help you as much as it's helped us to knock off that debt. Let us know if you have any questions at Foleys@therovingfoleys.com. Look forward to hearing from you. Otherwise, good luck with the spreadsheet, and we hope it helps you out.